Let me help you.
Figured I had to get your attention one way or another. But let's kick things off and let me introduce myself. Hey, everybody. So let's go ahead and kick things off today. My name is Jared Christopher House. If the algorithm has put me on your feed, then it means that you're ready to take care of yourself. It's our first premiere weekly Wednesday little check in for everybody. I want to make sure that we're doing good, let you guys know how I'm doing, where I'm at, things I've learned, and things I'd like to pass on. Um, let's go ahead and kick things off. This is the House of Strides. Every Wednesday, we're going to be talking about different opportunities that people have to better themselves, better others, figure out ways to kind of flip that switch inside of yourself. Let me tell you, it's not easy. It's especially those out there who, if you're new to this community, please feel welcome. Knowing there's a lot of everything here. Let me go ahead and tell you guys my story, and if there's anything in your life that is remotely similar, please, you're welcome here. I want you to feel safe. Share our journey. All of us have been through too much to just settle for what life has given us. All of us have been through too much to not go for the things that we want in life. And that is a hill that I would die on. Please, if you or a loved one is going through a hard time or is having suicidal thoughts or bouts of depression, really anything of concern, and use your best judgment, or ask a friend. Who knows? You sometimes you just know it when you see it. Extend that hand. It they're not gonna ask. Sometimes you gotta be the bigger person and you gotta put yourself out there, even if it hurts, even if you don't feel like you're supposed to. Because why? You've been through enough. You know why? We don't need to sit in the shadows anymore. We can get help, and that's what we're here for. We're here to grow. I wanted to be very clear that this community is here to grow, and this community is here to help each other. Any negativity, I'm taking it out. I don't want it. I don't care. I don't care if it's thought it was funny. It's the whole thing with this is about breaking the cycle. We've all been through too much. We have a million stories to tell, and those of you I know already, I've talked to, and some of the nicest people in the world. And then I hear some of the stories, and I'm not surprised that you're such a good character. Um, it Quality characteristics really come with. Unfortunately, it feels like quality characteristics come with, you know, kind of a tragic backstory. But all right, let me go ahead and tell you who I am. And please, I'm gonna say this to everybody every time, and maybe you can level with me or you understand what it's like. When I tell you these things that I've been through, know that yes, I have my bad days, and yes, I've had bad moments, and I've had issues come because of one thing or another that I've been through. And that's just part of my journey. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm proud of who I'm becoming, and I hope that anyone watching this, that one day you can be proud of who you were, who you are, and who you're gonna be, because that's what it's all about. A little bit about myself is that when I was born with a cleft lip and palate. That means that essentially half of my nose, half of my lip, and the entire roof of my mouth was non-existent. Didn't necessarily come out bloody. It is just a unfortunate, pretty common thing. Happens for a number of reasons, but that was just part of my journey. the cleft lip and palate it's caused me to have had I've had 27 surgeries in my life. The majority of them have been all on my face, cleft lip and palate related. A few for broken bones, but nothing. Yeah, yeah. It's I've had more than most celebrities, and I got nothing to show for it. But it's, uh, it's a journey. Four of those surgeries I have woken up during the middle of. I deal with PTSD in medical settings here and there. I'm fine. I do okay, but it's anyone else who understands that it's not easy. I'm a survivor of a lot of things. I it's funny, like that you're gonna talk about this and telling yourself you're gonna be okay, but when the time comes, it's always it's a different feeling. It's not shame. It's not guilt. It's not anger. It's like dealing with a gross birthmark. Like you don't want to deal with it. I don't know. It's the parts of you you're not proud of. Maybe you are. Depends on the day. I because there's some days where I am. So showing the parts of yourself that aren't the prize winners, aren't the prize picks. Um, in my lifetime, I am 32 years old. I have experienced 27 surgeries. Again, mostly cleft lip and palate related. That includes bone grafts on my hips to shape things, and I've had a handful of surgeries for broken bones. Again, woke up during four of the surgeries. Um, I was sexually abused by a family member from ages 7 to 14 on a monthly basis before I said anything that alluded something going on. And hate me all you want for not saying anything those years. Those of you who understand, it's a different kind of fear when you're a kid. Uh, on a regular basis, it was a regular basis that the sexual abuse occurred. Anytime that I was gonna, anytime that I alluded that I was gonna mention anything to someone about this family member touching me, doing things to me when I slept, I mean, yes, it was everything. Um, Anytime that I alluded that I would, make it stop, they were much bigger than I was, and I would get the shit kicked out of me. Or if I didn't get the shit kicked out of me, I was scared that I was gonna. And at the time, anytime I did, oh, it's just boys being boys. No, nothing going on there. So I've dealt with I've dealt with alcohol issues during my lifetime and tried to deal with a lot of the PTSD and depression, anxiety. I've had two suicide attempts. I've been 5150 twice. I've been to jail for alcohol related issues where I went down a really bad path. Um, just drinking half a bottle of whiskey a day. Um, and I'd show up to work at 5 in the morning and be fine. You know, uh, this is how it was. Um, Locked myself in jail for a week, and I've been sober ever since. But um, it is unfortunate that a lot of these moments that we go through in life, if you're anything like me, you feel like you have to go through it the hard way. You have to go through it the worst way possible. But if that's how you learn, that's how you learn. And I used to hate it, and now I embrace it. However you want to look at it, you're going to grow, and nothing grows easy. I am 32 years old, and I feel like the more responsibility I have had thrown onto me my entire life, I'm an old soul. They're all these things. A, they're a big part of who I am. They're. It's not that I would want to take anything away. It's not that I would want to change anything necessarily. It's you wear it like a badge of honor. You own it, and absolutely, I hear you. Where there are some days that you can't, and that's okay. I'm sorry that you're going through it, and I wish each and every one of you I could make that stop. And I wish that on my days that someone would make it stop for me. But together, we're gonna be okay, and we're gonna grow, and we're gonna find methods that push us to break these cycles and to make these almost impossible seeming moments of happiness that we so long for exist. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be loved. You deserve everything that little kid in you used to want. You deserve all of that. You deserve to be okay, and you're gonna be. It's something inside of me. I flipped my switch. I figured out I have been through all of this, and for what? Just to be through it. And that's it. You just get through it, and you're not going to help the next one who's going to go through it, or you're not going to stop the next one who's going to go through it. It's that kind of mentality that I have to hold every day. Oh my god. I've spent too much of my life being mad that there's no one else reaching that hand, and I don't know why I haven't. I don't know why I haven't caught on that I'm the hand that can help. And maybe I just didn't want to for so long because I had to deal with my own stuff. But in this community, we are going to help each other. We are going to grow. We are going to talk about breaking cycles, and we're going to talk about the uncomfortable things. We're going to talk about mental health issues. We're going to talk about depression, anxiety. We're going to talk about touchy subjects, and we're going to give each other homework. We're going to find ways to be better. We're going to break the stigmatism of talking about mental health. Too many of my friends have been unheard, and it's time for you guys to please share your stories. I Next week we are going to have a guest. They're going to tell me a little bit about what they've been through, kind of where they're going, and how they flip that switch, how they use it in their career. We'll talk more about things that I've been through in the past 8 weeks, but for now, just know this is this is an open community. This is somewhere where I want the people who are feeling lost to end up. I want the people who don't feel like anybody gets it to end up. I hate that feeling. But now we're gonna have a solution. If you're interested in being a guest on the House of Strides channel, please go ahead and send your information to houseofstrides@gmail.com. HOUSEOFSTRIDES at gmail.com. Just go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself. Whether you're in the area, we can meet up, or we can do a some kind of a web call. We can make it work. There is no reason that there are stories that need to go unheard. Those stories can help. I think a lot of my stories are going to help people, um, and I'm excited for that. It's it's time. It's time that we start breaking cycles. It's time that we break the stigmatism with mental health. It's time to be excited to take care of ourselves. I'm all for exercise, but it's time. This week's homework, I want it to just be really simple. I want you to just talk to the little kid that's, a little kid in you. When's the last time you had a conversation with them? When's the last time you really thought about the things that they had as ambitions? Where are you now? Are they content with each other? Are they friends? Go ahead and have that conversation, and see how things are. See how things are with you now, and kid you, it's gonna get easier. I know it might not feel like it now, but things are gonna work out, and things are gonna be okay. Until next week, I am Jared House. This has been House of Strides. I hope you can all have a great, productive, happy, healthy week, and I will see you next Wednesday.